Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia, and in today's tutorial we'll be looking on how to draft and sew this trending design. So yeah, I already have the half-cake block drafted already. If you do not know how to draft the half-cake block, I'll drop the link of the video in my description box. I'm going to alter this to a bustier using the 50% shoulder tightening. First of all, I'll have to mark out the over bust line. I have done my under bust tightening already, and I'll have to mark out the over bust line. For the over bust line, to get the over bust line, you can either measure on your body, or if not, you take whatever you have from the under bust line to the nipple upward. So you can measure from your under bust or nipple to the under bust. I have 4. Then I'll take it upwards. You can also as well add to it like half an inch or thereabout, depending on how high you want the over bust to be. So for this tutorial, I'll be keeping it at 4, which is what I have from the under bust to the nipple point. I'll keep it at 4, and then I'll mark it at 4 like this. Now I'm going to do my shoulder tightening, and before I do the shoulder tightening, I will take the midpoint of my shoulder loop. I have 4. This is the midpoint. I'll connect it straight to the nipple point, the bust span, nipple points like this. I'll cut through this line. Before that, I'll make sure I cut out because I have to close my shoulder. So I'll cut through this pattern here, through this line that I move from the mid shoulder to the nipple point. Then after cutting, I'll have to close my shoulder. So we don't put the boat out. All I will do is blend up this place. Then so I'm done closing the bolt tabs. I will just temporarily hold it. So what I will do is that I will measure what I have here in between this opening, and I will divide it into 2. For this I have almost 5, and I have 4.75. The 4.75 I will divide it into 2 for the 50% shoulder tightening. For the 25% I will divide it into 4. But for this we are using 50%. So after dividing, I have 3.375. So on this part of the pattern, I will mark it here. This is they should be in between here. 2.375 should be here. Now connect to the nipple points like this. That means this place is going to be out of this pattern. Now I will have to cut through this buster so I can actually take the shoulder measurements. So after it, take it down Afterwards, I will take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 15. 15 divided by 2, I have 7.5. And then I'll come down the shoulder slope, 1.5. And I will have to redraw then take this to this point. And here comes me withdrawing my ankle. So afterwards, I'll open up this place. Close back my bust guards. So now I'll have to blend off my bust, blend off here, my bustier. I'll blend off this point. I'll do the over bust tightening. And for the over bust tightening, I'll measure what I have from here, from this. I have one, other one here. I'll also connect it to the nipple point. Since this design is a sleeveless design, I'll have to go off my armhole by half to 0.75, so to cover up my armpit. So for this particular tutorial, I'll be doing 0.75, or you can as well do 1. Then I'll blend it to this point. For the yoke part for the front, I'll close up this like this. I'll close up this part of the paper like this, and then I'll match it up to this. And then for me, the yoke will be stopping here. This will be the yoke for me, starting from the midpoint here. And since it has a collar, so for the back, I had already come up by 1 inch since I came up by 1 inch for the front armhole. I also came up by 1 inch for this. So this, I'm going to make a straight line across to the back like this. So you can actually do whatever styling you want to do at the back, but for this I'm going to make it a straight across lower neckline, since it's going to be yoked at the back as well. And then for the yoke, I'll take the midpoint of this, my shoulder, then I'll connect it to this. But before I connect, I'll have to do a tightening at the back. You extend out I'll extend out the darts like this. I'll take a tightening of 0.25 on both sides. 0.25 here, 0. And then I'll connect straight to this. Then afterwards, the yoke will then connect to this part, or maybe here. So this place will be out of the pattern. This will be the yoke, and then for the upper part, this will be the yoke. So now I'm going to cut out the pattern piece, and then I'll transfer some fabric so you will see how it looks like. So this is what my pattern piece looked like after cutting it out. This is what it looks like. This is the back, and then this is the front. So since the lower part of the dress is a 180 degree flare, which is a semicircle, 180 degree circle. So I'll be cutting it directly on the fabric. So what I did was I was going to fold my fabric into two, having calculated the length I'll be working with. So for the length of the whole dress, I'm using 45. So when I subtract the 45 from my half length, which is 18 inches, I have 27 inches. 27 plus 10, 28 inches. So now I want to exhaust the length of this fabric folded into two. So this is it. I'll fold it into two for my semicircle. It's supposed to be like this. I was supposed to cut like this, but since this table is not big enough to accommodate the fabric, what I will do is I will now fold like this again. So if I can accommodate, this table can accommodate the fabric, but you can actually still go ahead and cut it on the floor. So I'm working with with 31 inches. So I want to add a little. I'll be adding a little more inch for a little gather on the waist. So I want to make a little gather or pleats on the waist. So for the 31, I'll be adding an extra 17 inch, maybe it's like 47 thereabouts, so that I'll have enough to gather again. So the 47 inch, I'm going to divide it by 3.14 to get the radius of the waist circumference. So 47 divided by 3.14, I have 15 inch. So from this point, I'll mark 15 inch. That is the radius, the one I'm going to cut out. I'll mark 15 inch. So from this point that I've marked my 15 inch, I will mark the length of my dress, which is 28, having added the same allowance for the hem. So you can actually just add up everything, because having to move your tape around this place might be kind of hard. So you can just add up everything from here. I have 43.5. For 3.5, then I'll start taking it like that. 43.5. 43.5. now I'll have to cut. And then now I'll cut this. So this is how you cut and a 180-degree flame, a semi-circle flame, and this is what it looks like. So at this point, I have transferred the pattern into fabric, and I've hired my interfacing. This is the front pattern. This part is the front pattern. I added 1/2 inch seam allowance everywhere. For the side, I added 1.5 inch. For the back as well, 1.5 inch at the side back. The center back for the zipper area, I added 1 inch for the zipper area. And then for the yoke, I added 1/2 inch everywhere. So I've already cut out the down part, which is which is the semicircle. This is what it looks like. So now I'm going to join. I will put my wording, add a join and everything. Then I will show you what it looks like after joining. At this point, I have sewn the bustier part. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is the front part. Then this is the yoke. No, since it will be having a sleeve, I have to turn the yoke by the shoulder, and for the neck, I did not turn it because I'll be adding a collar. So I have to fix the yoke like this, and then I'll turn with the lining afterwards. Then this is the back. It's already sewn and properly pressed. So I will fix the back as well to the yoke part for both sides, and then I will turn with lining. After doing that, I will show you what it's looking like. I'm done ironing, and this is what it looks like. So this is it. This is what it looks like. This is the yoke, and then what I will do now is I will join the side seams to the side seams together, and then I'll add the down part of the fabric. I'll join the lower part of the fabric to this part. Afterwards, I'll fix my zipper, and then we'll come back to drafting the collar, since this design has a collar. I am done joining the lower parts. I'm done joining the sides, and this is what I have. This is, see how beautiful it's looking. This is line. Now we are going to proceed to drafting the collar shirt, and we'll be drafting a regular shirt collar for this design.